In this module, we're going to introduce you to the MongoDB Management Service, or MMS. We're going to do that in two parts: registration, which we'll cover in this module, and then installation and setup of a MongoDB instance using MMS, and that will be in the next module. Before we get into the registration flow, I'll just mention that if you have a previous MMS account, there's something you should take note of. If you signed up for an account after September 2014, you will have gotten an account in the new MMS, and you'll be good to go for the rest of these modules. If you signed up for an account before September 2014, you'll have what we call a classic MMS account, and some of the features may not be available to you. So if you notice that when you're comparing your own experience in MMS to what I'm about to show you, then it's likely because you're in classic as opposed to new. And of course, the registration that we're going to cover and the installation and setup that we're going to cover are going to be for this new MMS. Without further ado, let's get onto the registration screen. So to sign up, first of all, go to mms.mongodb.com. You'll see the link here, start for free. So let's click there. Fill in some details. So I filled in one of my personal email addresses, a new password. One thing to note, the password has to be at least 8 characters long, and it has to contain at least 1 digit, 1 letter, and 1 special character. So just bear that in mind. It'll save you some pain. If you forget to add one of those elements, it'll just bump you back to this screen and ask you to fix your password. The next stage, fill out some company information. So I've used the MongoDB Inc. details for the New York office. Agree to the terms of service, and you should be able to get to the next stage. Now, just like the old classic MMS, if you're familiar with that, the new MMS requires a group name. So we're going to use something themed for this. We'll call it education-mms-demo1. Any unique string will work here. You can create more groups later on, so don't be worried about the name too much. It just has to be unique to yourself. You can add new ones for new projects, new ones for new groups inside your company, etc. later on, so don't worry about it too much. This might be new to some people, the two-factor authentication piece. We use two-factor authentication for making substantial changes to your infrastructure. So if you're going to make a serious change to your MongoDB layout, then you'll be asked to verify that with two-factor authentication. It's a more secure method. We offer 2 types of two-factor authentication. The first is using voice or SMS. You put in your phone number, and when you're challenged, a text message will be sent to your phone containing the code. That's what you put in. I'm going to use, for the purpose of this, Google Authenticator. For anyone who hasn't seen this before, you can download Google Authenticator for free. There's apps available for Android, iPhone, etc. And when you have the Google Authenticator installed, what you'll be asked to do is scan this barcode. So you can add a new account by scanning this barcode, and at that point it will be synced, and you will have a rotating code that you'll be able to use to verify that you are who you say you are. So the code I've gotten after registering that is 725617. Verify that. Perfect. At that point, your account is actually set up, and what this next wizard is going to do is lead you through the actual installation and setup. So we'll break there, and we'll cover the installation and setup in the next module.